What is up, mother bitches?
What is up, mother bitches?
I don't know why I decided to go with that particular.
I'm gonna go with that.
I do not know why it was the choice that I made, but it was a choice, and I made it, and I refuse to stick to it because it's hard.
We'll figure it out.
Yes.
Oh boy.
My phone vibrated.
Vibrate.
My phone is letting me know that we're live right now. What? No.
No way.
Crazy. Hi.
Oh my god.
Hello. It's your partner. It's your buddy.
He's my buddy. Ah, my buddy. My love buddy.
We are pals. We are friends. And sometimes we fuck.
Let me finish. Sweet berry pie. Coffee bean.
Let me smash.
Name
That
is
fucking that. You want yellow? I got you blue.
You know you want yellow.
Hello. That's my friend Anjum. Hi.
Hello.
Tonight we're talking about destigmatizing myths about dissociative identity disorder because bitches be stigmatizing, okay?
They do.
Bitches be stigmatizing. And it's like, listen, it's like it's a point of contention for me when people are like, oh my god, I bet it's really like that because I watched 4 episodes of House. First of all, House, there ain't nothing real about that show, medical or otherwise.
Oh.
No, I have not, but I can pick up what you're putting down. I can pick up what you're putting down, Izzy.
Oh, like an anime harem?
Yeah.
For me, it's my family.
Yeah.
It's my homework to watch that.
System of a Family of a Down.
System of a Down. Oh my god. That's freaking good. System of a Down. That's how I'll say that the party bus is having a bad day. System of a Down.
System of a Down. We are cohesively having a bad day.
Oh, that's a high mind.
So let's get right into it, shall we?
Absolutely. So
I found 17, and that wasn't even all of them, 17 different like common myths about DID. And that was just on one link by itself. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a whole fucking thing. So this is gonna be uploaded on YouTube later. So if you see this on YouTube and you have questions and you weren't on stream, which is happening right now, put them in the little comments and we'll come back to them. And we'll do a secondary follow-up thing.
Absolutely. So for disclaimer, not disclaimer, introduction, I should say. We are the Party Bus System. We have dissociative identity disorder. Right now, you are speaking to Tetris, and you can follow me on Twitch as Ms. Tetris.
Ms.
And
Tetris.
we'll put a link somewhere. And yeah, I'm here to discuss myths about DID, and in due time, I'll answer some questions if y'all wish.
Yeah, and a secondary disclaimer: we are not professionals, even like a little bit. I'm barely even a grown up. I am disguised as a grown up. Yes. Yes.
Children and adults. Hello, Kato.
He's a professional.
This cat's a paid actor.
This cat is a paid actor, licensed therapist.
Those are fighting words, and I'm telling Delane on you.
Delane. Okay, so as we go along, we will also be aggressive with our jumping off of the desk. Is what we will be. Fucking. God, the fucking around and the finding out and then the subsequent double fucking, which is not at all related to double fisting.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. All right, so we're starting with myth, obviously, people with dissociative identity disorder are violent. And then one of the quotes from the article, the thing that I read said, it is far more common for those with DID to be re-victimized on the receiving end of violence and or abuse than to perpetrate it.
Exactly. Like, this is one stigma that I really hate about DID. It's the fact that there's some part of us that's dangerous.
Yeah, like there for some, and specifically shit like the movie Split, where it's like one of us is a violent sociopath. Fuck all the way off. First of all, second of all, I think there was something also in there. I forgot to copy paste that, but there was something akin to like, it is actually a little bit more likely that a Shlamadong. Yeah, it was Shlamadong is right. Fucking fuck.
Fucking
Dick ass. I refuse to watch that goddamn movie. So, another point of interest was it's more likely for someone that's like more neurotypical to be violent, especially towards a more vulnerable person.
Yes.
And a vulnerable person, a person with DID, is part of the vulnerable demographic.
Absolutely. Like, it's very easy to for us to get mistaken for dangerous people because we have like a protector or a persecutor of a sort in our system.
Which we will get to later, the persecutor thing.
Yes, that part. And that in itself is what makes us the dangerous. Ooh, we're violent.
I'm a menace to society because sometimes I cry.
But
I'm
yeah.
a menace to your mom because sometimes I fuck her. What?
But yeah, we are not the dangerous ones. We only are when it's necessary. But that we will also get to another time. Well, later, I mean.
Probably because there is another question about.
Yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder is a personality disorder. I literally spoke to my therapist about this, and he studies specifically dissociative disorders and autism spectrum disorders. He's like, it is not a personality disorder. It's a dissociative disorder, which is, there's an umbrella of, you got DID, you got OSDD, even PTSD is under that umbrella of my brain go woof.
Yup, it's literally existence.
My brain
but to the
protect
left.
itself. My brain protect itself. I am not even here. This is a PowerPoint presentation.
Basically, and I have 15 slides.
A lot of people with DID name their systems, I've noticed. Is that something recommended in therapy or something a lot of people just do?
From my observation, it's just something that a lot of people with DID do. We either name our systems, hell, some people, not everybody with DID names themselves as a system. Some name themselves as a collective. Some name themselves as an establishment. Some as a group. Some as a family, even. Like, I have an internal family in a way. We are a system. We're an internal family. You know, I have two littles in my system, and they're essentially our host's children.
And that is another. We can get more specifically into these particular alters another time. Absolutely. If we have time later, we can do that too. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of like ins and outs, from what I understand, about the alters specifically, because sometimes you have 2, or you can have 10, or you can have more than 10. I have no frame of reference.
Absolutely. But like when it comes down to naming your system, I feel like it's very similar to say like when say you live in a world where you like get older and you can choose your name without having to go through the complexity of changing your birth certificate and shit like that, going to court. You're literally naming your group, your internal group. For me, it could be evolutionary. For people, it could be evolutionary. For some people, it could be a permanent name. For me, it was evolutionary. At first, we had enough alters to fit into a van. So we were first known as the minivan system. Mm-hmm. And then it grew, so we became the minibus system. Mm-hmm. And then more alters came in, and so we're like, we're going to need a bigger bustle. We're going to need a bigger bus. So boom, we are now the party bus system.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like alters can either develop or they can be there like the entire time and you just notice them later.
Sometimes it can happen, yeah. Everybody's different. Every system is different. There have been quite a few alters that are like, we've been here the whole time, fam. As a matter of fact, the majority of mine basically are like, oh, hey, oh, hi. Something you
By
went
the
through
way,
just woke us up.
I've been in a cryogenic state for the past 20 some years, and surprise,
Basically. And
ta-da!
dormancy is interesting.
The situation done presented itself.
Basically, it's happened quite a bit these last few years.
Yeah, because I remember when I first met you, I think it was 3. There was only like 3 that I knew about.
Yeah, there was at least 3 out of like.
This was in like
handful.
2009.
Yeah, 2009 when we were kids. Yeah, I thought I was just a singlet.
Ah,
So you knew me by my birth name by then.
yes, which we do not talk about.
The first host, she ain't all the way dead, but she doesn't come out much. Basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder is the same as schizophrenia. Listen, I have dated people with schizophrenia. It is noticeably different. They're both something. They're both mental health somethings, but they're not the same.
They are not.
They're not the same. It's like they're just like DID and PTSD can have some of the same symptoms. Sure, there are some things there, like there's dissociation that does come with schizophrenia sometimes. Not the same goddamn thing.
Literally, like hearing my alters speak, I don't believe that is. I now realize it's not really a schizophrenic thing. It's my alters literally talking to me. And when I was in my early adulthood, like just turned 18, going to college, 18 to 21 era, I literally thought I was schizophrenic because talking to myself, even though I would hear my alters before I knew they were alters, it was my form of problem solving. That's the way my family took it. Whereas I was thinking I had schizophrenia. Well, little did I know, I did have a disorder that involved me, hearing and talking to people in my head, but it wasn't schizophrenia. It was dissociative identity disorder. Not everyone with DID has schizophrenia. Not everyone with schizophrenia has DID.
It's like how it's not like, but I think it's the same kind of idea where not all autism comes with ADD or ADHD. Not all ADD or ADHD comes with autism, but they do cross over sometimes.
They do. They really do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder is always obvious, or switches will be dramatic, detectable, or involving parts who want to wear different clothing, makeup, etc.
Not always.
Looking at you, Split.
Oh, God. Literally, split is to autism. Split is to DID as Rayman is to autism. Like, just do not talk about the movie Split with us. Oh, like Split? Just hate crime me.
Like shut the fuck up is more like it. It's as though shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I mentioned this before. We hate, just collectively, hate the R word. Don't use it. Growing up with the autism, I was undiagnosed. Can't look at his Split on the shit movie Split. Yeah,
I love you. Oh my God.
great. That's awesome. Spit some fucking rhymes. In high school, I had someone specifically ask me, because I was like, I'm different. I have something going on mentally. They asked, are you like regular R word, or are you like Rain Man R word?
I want to fight him.
Yeah.
He was right.
And then this person Also, like, just to give you an idea of this person's personality, high school was 10 years ago. They have messaged every woman that was in their grade and the women in my sister's grade to try to hook up with them. And collectively, those women have tattled to his mother.
Oh, what?
There is even like low key group chats that are like, so they messaged you, right? Yeah, he fucking messaged me yesterday. He messaged me a week ago. There are like,
Jesus.
I would not be surprised if there was an actual Facebook group that was like, this person, I'm not going to say their name, this person is a fucknut. I would not be surprised if there was like, because he was also like, he will use the line like, people will be like, you literally bullied the shit out of me. And he's like, I don't know, isn't that kind of hot?
Ew.
This is not an anime, you twat, stank, sponge.
Your mom said that if boys pick on you, it means they like you,
His
right?
mom-
Yeah.
His mom literally said, there's nothing I can do about it.
You're a
She has tried. Like,
God.
she has attempted, and he basically just goes and does it again. And like, we don't.
What can we do? They're too bad. Oh my God.
Like, just like, divorce your child.
Divorce your child.
It's not my kid no more. I don't take responsibility for that fuck.
That's not my responsibility.
Yeah, like. All right,
No, thank you.
moving on from that dork. Another is dissociative identity disorder isn't real. What?
We're very real.
Not she real. I touch. She real. She exists. Here she is. Ta-da.
I am a hologram.
Oh, hi.
And hi,
I created her in a lab for clout. For the views. The 12 views that I'm gonna be getting.
Do it for the phone.
Coming through my screen like the flippin' ring. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just coming like.
Is this dissociate enough for you? And then just woo. Dissociative identity disorder is very rare. Another point my therapist said. He was like, there's actually been studies that say it's almost as common as ADHD.
Thank you. Yes, see, this is what I hate about the discussion of the rarity of disorders, so to say. Because, I mean, if you really think about it this way, any disorder that's like 1% to 2% or even 7% of people having it or whatever, even a percentage is that low. Like, think about it this way. Globally speaking, only 2% of the global population has green eyes. Now, when you consider how many people inhabit the earth and counting,
There's
2%,
two of us right here.
2% is still a fuck ton of people. So that's
There's
still
7 billion.
Actually, I think there's almost 8 billion now.
yeah, and literally 2% of that is a lot of people. And oddly enough, I am one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Green-eyed lady, baby.
Yeah, the TikTok. Nope. It's common. It's like it's rare in numbers, but it's actually more common than you would assume. It's
Yeah.
not like it's like fucking yeah, like ADHD, where more likely than not, you know someone with it.
Yeah. If it is related to a rarity at all or a commonality at all, it's as common as green eyes.
And to that end, like some people don't recognize it in themselves for a really long time
Yeah.
because they've been taught otherwise. They think that it's either, I have schizophrenia, but I've never been diagnosed, or they might think like, oh, everybody thinks this way and has other replies going on in their brain. I'm just monologuing. Not dog. You might have alters. You need to think about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's just like, it's a ride.
Also, don't automatically assume that somebody does or does not have it based on behavior, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It is the stop.
Yeah, you have brown hair, so I'm gonna assume you like chocolate.
I mean, I do like chocolate, but I don't know about the genetics.
I like men with brown hair, so I'm going to assume that. Wait, no, I have daddy issues. Never mind.
Oh.
It's not the same.
Also very recent on the spectrum too.
Yeah, it's definitely a spectrum.
It is. It is. Some have full-on alters. Some it's a different mindset. Cause like
People outside.
people are outside.
No, my mom was outside, and it scared me.
Oh.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Dissociative disorders as a whole is a spectrum. DID itself, in my experience, is the disorder with alters, but there are dissociative disorders where you do have different mindsets. You have DID and then there's OSDD, otherwise specified dissociative disorders. And you go into different types of being and mindset in a way without going into another alter, So it is a spectrum. You're absolutely right. Yes.
My phone shut. My phone screen just. If you have DID, you don't know you have it. You don't know about your alters or what happened to you. So, like the
Who are you people?
there's like this weird. Yeah, Ish is a creator on. You should follow him. He's pretty cool.
Ish, okay.
Yeah,
I'll check him
He's
out.
neat. Hi, you're not watching this. You don't know me. Hello.
You don't know me, but I know you.
You don't. But I know you.
Oh, that TikTok sound.
Oh my god, yeah.
Ooh.
So, one of the things that I kept running into is like people with alters, like once that alter takes over, they have no memory of that alter taking over, or they have no memory of what caused that alter. Like there's a traumatic event that is being shielded when that alter comes up. So when the host comes back out, the host is like, I don't remember that triggering event. And the alter was like, I became the triggering event.
I mean, like, it depends on the system. It can sometimes go that way, but there are some alters that share memories. There are some alters that don't. There are some alters that will literally, like, protect memories from another alter or protect memories from the host sometimes.
Yeah. You had made a TikTok about
Ellis and Asher.
Ellis and Asher, and it was the switching sides, like when the protector needs assistance from the persecutor. And it was
Yeah,
like,
that one.
switching sides. It's like that's kind of what the idea I'm getting is like sometimes it's okay, we need to step in, and other times it's like, oh, I'm stepping in whether you like it or not.
Come hell or high water, yeah, because the situation called for it, or it contained a trigger that was that severe. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it could be like an individual alter trigger. Sometimes it could be a system-wide trigger.
Yeah. Like we need Asher.
We need her now.
We need the big guns.
The big guns.
Big guns. DID is a disorder of multiple personalities, and that is what is wrong with the afflicted person. Love that word. There's something wrong with you. No, there's just something different with you. It's just different.
That's the try to teach me shit.
See, like, something is wrong with you, to me, is like something is wrong with you because you have stepped on a nail and now you have an infection. That's something that's wrong with you. Something that's different. Oh,
Yes.
hold on. It's a sparkle emoji. So, like,
Oh yeah, on TikTok. Earl Grey cotton candy.
or it's actually, yeah, just like, I don't know.
You want me to do it or do you want to do it?
Is that it?
Earl Grey cotton. Yep, that's my username on TikTok.
There we go. That's the username on TikTok. On Twitch, this is Miss Tetris. Miss Tetris, MISS, Tetris.
I think it's actually... I can't remember if it's with 2 S's or 2 Z's. Wow.
We'll find out because she also has a Twitch. Oh yes, that's
Yep,
one of the
it's
reasons.
2 Z's.
Two Z's. Ms. MIZZ Tetris. That's actually, and Jim, that's one of the reasons I bought this one. It said, I was like, oh, I kind of want one that's like backlit, but I'm not sure. And then it said typewriter sounds, and there was like a video of someone typing on it, and I'm like, okay, so I'm buying that. It's already bought. It's in my cart right now, and it's coming to my house.
God, I love the clicky sounds.
Oh, just like. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's.
Love it.
It's also terrible, but one of the reasons I don't do fake nails very often is because it makes it more difficult to use this keyboard. I already got pointy fingers, so and when you try to, it's like.
It's like a claw machine. Yep, like a little claw machine. Trying to win a stuffy.
DID happens because the mind is so traumatized that it splits into tons of alters. The brain has shattered into pieces.
I mean, that's a very fearmonger, dramatic way, a medical way of saying it.
Like, oh my god, they're broken. No.
Like no.
No.
It's like that's not even the proper way to say it. What does happen is we go through a trauma in our childhood. Our brain is simply, the impact is so too intense on our brain for us as a main being to handle it. So then it goes into a different state of mind that is as if it's another being.
It's like compartmentalization, but to an extreme degree.
Yeah, literally.
It's not literally the mind splitting into pieces. Like, well, not literally even, but like, I don't know how to do math because that's the domain of the other alter. No.
It's like a character select screen for me personally. Like, and then when you select,
Like you were saying before, it's a system. It's not a separation of one individual. It is categories and categorization.
yeah, like I say it's like a selection of like I don't know about conscience, because when we switch we don't lose conscience or anything of the sort, but it is like a type of mental conscience. You're in a different type of mental conscience in a way.
Like you're a one-person D&D campaign.
In a way. Sometimes I'll have like sometimes I'll have more than one alter, like fronting together in unison, like just speaking together. Like you have like your main doctor and the student teacher shadowing in a way.
Multiplayer.
Yep.
Sorry.
Multiplayer.
Oh, multiplayer mode. Smash Brothers! Sorry. Okay. Alright. This one, okay. This one is the one that I was like, wait, what? I did not realize, because it's a myth that I was always taught. DID can develop at any age, like specifically DID. And what it says in the little DID specifically only develops in early childhood. Current research suggests before the ages of 6 to 9, while other papers list even as early as age 4. Prolonged repeated trauma later in life, particularly that which is at the sole control of another person or breaks down a person's psyche and self perception, may result in complex PTSD, which does have overlapping symptoms, but they will not develop specifically DID.
It's very dependable on that individual's brain. And like that, like, it's like literally how...
Because it's a when it's that age, it's a developmental thing, and then
Literally.
when it happens later, it's otherwise specified because it was caused, not developed.
Yeah, it's so weird how that goes. Because, like, when we go through that trauma in our youth, it is during a very critical part of our development, our childhood. So while we're developing and we're dealing with all this and we're dealing with that negative impact on our brain, we develop an ability to go into different types of mindsets, different types of being in a way. So the brain compensates to make that event easier for us to go through. Otherwise, like, you're going through a realm where the brain is like trying so hard not to shut down, but it's going into that intensive shutdown mode. Mm-hmm. It's the brain's way of simply trying not to do that, but still getting through.
Yeah, it's the brain's way of processing while protecting.
Exactly. It can protect. It can keep safe, or it could just simply because like it's just too much for that person's mind and emotions to handle, or that alter even.
Because that specific age is like, that's also, it's not at all related, but that is like also one of the premium ages to be learning things like a new language or like other complex motor skills. It's a very not tumultuous, that's not the word I'm looking for. It is a very it's just one of those where it's like that specific time is when a lot of shit do be happening, and a lot of shit
gradual. It's like gradual build up.
Yes, that's unfortunately not the word I was looking for. Otherwise, I would have been like, ah, no. But yes, that is one of the things.
No worries. But,
like how you don't develop kneecaps until you're 6 years old. That comes later.
Basically,
Develop the rest of your bones, and it's like complex. Yeah, you don't develop kneecaps until you're 6 years old. That's why toddlers run so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's wild and creepy to think about. That's why their knees look like that.
It's like
Off topic.
Where'd the caps come from?
One of my alters grew my kneecaps for me.
Hi, my name is Cap.
Hi, my name is Cap.
One of my alters is really into sports, so they had to develop the kneecaps for us.
So I'm into video games, so I think I contributed to helping the development of our knuckles.
I didn't have fingers until...
Yes! It's creepy and it's gross and I hate it! And children freak me out.
It's like bony goblin.
There's too many teeth. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Which is a song by Flight of the Conchords. Too many dicks on the dance floor. Too many dicks. Sorry.
I gotta check that song out.
It's great. It's a vibe. It's a fucking vibe.
Sounds better than Dick in a Box.
I love Flight of the Conchords, dude. Okay. Survivors with DID can just switch on demand if needed for a task, or if someone simply asks for them to switch. I don't know about the switching on demand, because I mean...
That's very dependable system to system, but not all of them are able to do that. This reminds me of an anime that I watched with a character that has DID. In order to get that other alter out, she has to make herself sneeze. That's not always how it works in real life. For us, for example, it takes like an external event for us to switch. But sometimes, if we're having a difficult discussion with somebody, or if our host is having a difficult discussion with somebody, and it pertains to something difficult, then that is when, say, either my protector or my persecutor or another alter that happens to be involved in whatever this talk about at the time will come forward, introduce themselves, and then talk. You know?
All right. Cool. This is one that just made me roll my goddamn eyes. Communication with alters happens by seeing them outside of you and talking with them just like a regular people. A hallucination. That's schizophrenia. A hallucination that's schizophrenia.
Yeah, we don't hallucinate our alters. That would be very scary.
Like that, I can't just like, well, it gives me, I'm looking in the mirror and the mirror is saying something else. Just,
it's giving, I look in the corner and there's somebody that looks like me, but hey, babe, it's totally different than me.
that's a doppelganger and you probably want to leave.
I'm running away.
Dude, I have made the conscious decision, like if I ever met my doppelganger, I'm not going to kill them because I don't want them to kill me back.
Right.
I will avoid them and I will run away, obviously, because that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm like, I'm not in one weird parallel universe. I don't want to do the murder, so please don't also want to do the murder.
Please, no, thank you.
Anyway, again, doppelganger, completely different scenario than it's bad and scary.
It is. Scary.
Parts in a DID system are just variations of the host at different traumatized stages of their life.
It's like yes and no in a way. Like some of my alters are very stapled and rooted to particular traumas that I've been through in my youth mainly. But if I go through something similar to that event in my adulthood, that will either A, bring that alter out of dormancy, or B, at least bring them out to be like, oh, hi, what's up? Yep, this happened and that's why I exist.
For sure. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not cool.
It's
not cool.
It can be cool depending on like the circumstances.
I forgot about this one and it makes me angry.
Let's hear it.
People with DID will inevitably cheat or be unfaithful because their alters will go be with someone else. Fuck kind of stigma. Who hurt you?
Jesus, how?
Because that wasn't a person with DID. That was just an asshole.
Jesus Christ. And this is coming from somebody that has an alter that would go to that realm if they were able to, but we are loyal.
Yeah.
Absolutely loyal.
It's almost, like, the idea that people that are bisexual or polyamorous will cheat. No. First of all, bisexual just means you're attracted to two or more genders. Actually, that's pansexual. Bisexual is two. Sorry. Polyamory, you might have an open relationship, but that is something that you will have discussed with your partner. And again, open is like, hey, I am thinking about sleeping with this person and doing a fun time. And then the other person's like, peace. Yes, communication is key. Because like there is the open polyamory, there's like things like polycule where you're all in a committed relationship together with each other. Mm-hmm. But being polyamorous does not mean I'm just gonna cheat indiscriminately. It's not.
Exactly.
It's not.
Basically, like, there are some cases where, like, each of my alters has different types of relationships with different, like, mean people in my life. Like, you know, like the children in my system know my ex as dad. but they also know my current partner as cat dad because he's cat boy
Cat boy.
basically, and you know
Cat
that's-
boy. Cat boy.
cat boy. And Delaney is mom to our two littles. My roommate is dad to the littles in my system, basically. And so, like, it's a matter of different types of relationships with different alters. But the way my partner sees it, they're in a relationship with all of us. There's just different types of relationships they have with, like, each alter. You know, that's just the way it is. We're not going to go... One alter's not going to go sleep with the other while I sleep with my partner. You know, that's not how we do it.
Right? It's not like you could be like, oh, I'm cloning myself. I, the host, am sleeping with my partner, but Asher is gonna sneak away from my body
And go...
and get fucked.
Hit up the bar and get some smash and smash. No. Snow's going to have one too many drinks, go have an orgy.
I'm just gonna go. You can have an orgy all by yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'm a pull off my arm like a lizard, throw it on the ground, and then one of my alters is gonna grow from it and go have sex.
An internal orgy. Oh, Christ.
Okay. Okay. If all my that is a different form of hentai, is when the tentacle monster has to fuck all the alters.
Oh my god, I want to read that manga now. I want to see it be a manga. Just like the kneecap.
Yes, just pull off my kneecap. Get fucked.
Nico, knee, baby.
Hey man, will you all fuck my kneecap? That's where I keep one of my alters is in my kneecap.
Break my Nico kneecaps, daddy. Shit.
I forgot I was sitting on my stool and not on my chair, and I yoked.
Oh, no.
I yoked.
Yoked.
Woo. Okay. You can treat DID with medication. From what I understand, you can treat some of the symptoms, but you can't, like, alters go away if we give medication.
Yeah, you can treat like the more intensive symptoms that are literally affecting your life in a negative way and affecting your relationship with your loved ones in a negative way. But medication to get rid of our alters or to encourage integration, that's not really it.
No. Like,
really.
I can't remember what it was, but there was like it was like SV, like Law and Order SVU, or one of those crime shows. There was an episode where the guy was like, well, my alters, they don't talk to me anymore because I'm on medication, or some shit like that. And I was like, even at the time when I knew nothing about DID, I was like, sus.
Yeah, it's just like, that's not how this works, my friends.
Maybe it was an anime.
Good lord.
It seems like some anime shit, like, not gonna lie. Folks with DID are incapable of being successful or living normal lives. They're dependent on the system and just cycle in and out of hospitals.
No, not all of us. I don't doubt that there's some people in the DID community that have gotten to that level, but that is not as common as a lot of people think it is. Like, honest to God, it's not. A lot of us can have healthy and successful lives in a way. Like, I had a really good job. I can drive. I can go to school.
I can't even drive.
Like, the majority of the meats can do those things too. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not like... So, I'm imagining one of your alters, Poppy. Yes?
yeah, that's the youngster one, yeah.
I'm picturing you driving, and then Poppy showing up being like, I don't know how to drive! But, like, specifically, all of a sudden, you poof in a cloud of smoke, and you become a 5-year-old with pigtails, and I'm like, yeah, that would not track. That would it.
That has, like, been a fear
That's
for
some
some of
anime
us.
shit.
Just someone be like, nope, Do we know how to drive? We're about to find out, fam. Oh, fuck.
Time to teach Poppy how to drive.
Oh, my God.
Poppy's playtime, meet Poppy's drive time.
Oh, my God. Poppy Playtime 3, driver's ed. Don't drive in CT. Oh, my God. That is extreme of... No, they're right, though. Oh, my God. I've been on the side for Delane to see Catboy driving in Connecticut. Oh, it's...
I could see that.
Driving in Connecticut, like, we literally have a deal where we're in Connecticut, they drive. We're in Oregon, I drive.
I think it's like similar to like no one should ever drive in California, even if you're from there. Ever. Don't drive in fucking California. Because California, every single person I have met that is like, I'm from California and I learned how to drive like an Oregonian. They like have to unlearn aggressive driving.
Yes.
And they have to learn how to defensive drive instead of aggressive drive. And I'm like, that's literally a California thing? And they're like, yeah, if you're not aggressive and basically an asshole, you don't get anywhere.
Literally.
You literally do not get off on your exit in time because everybody else is also an aggressive driver. It's just the nature of California. And
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude.
In Connecticut?
Like, they
Nobody
legalized
drives.
weed there first. Why aren't y'all all calming down?
Right? Freaking A.
Like, Jesus.
I'll tell you what, in Connecticut,
Alters cannot drive without a license. It's against the law.
illegal!
I have 15 licenses.
Freaking A. 15, each alter gets a license.
Oh my god.
I would love to drive in Oregon. There's a reason Delane is making you not drive in Oregon, though, but we'll get to that.
Oregon, you either, if you drive in Oregon, it's because you're from California and you were kicked out. Or you're old!
Basically, but in Connecticut, it's a whole ass raceway and blinkers aren't a thing.
Yeah, like, and I don't mean like old. I mean like, I know 20-year-olds that refuse to put the foot on the goddamn gas. I know people, I don't know them anymore. I had to stop being friends with them for various reasons. But yeah, Anjum is from Texas.
Oh! Oh god, yeah!
Yeah. If you drive up here, you will deal with people. Okay, so listen. My grandma Patty, howdy. My grandma Patty, she is one of those people, and I know other people that do this because they're anxious drivers. This is what I mean by old. You drive by like my grandma Patty. You use both feet at the same time. One on the gas, one on the brake, and you do this. She does not drive on the freeway. Well, actually, she does. She shouldn't. One time she almost hit a bus because she was going the wrong direction on the freeway.
Oh!
And then there have been multiple instances with my grandma where she's like, and he just came out of nowhere, really, because you were going straight, but you were in the turn lane. And you kind of, so the turn lane cuts off and goes this way, and the straight lane ends up lining up with opposing traffic.
Yeah! I got some questions!
And I knew 20-year-olds that she has retaken her driver's test.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know how they gave her license back. Because they didn't take it away, but I don't know how she kept it.
All these time? Jesus.
Yeah. And I know 20-year-olds that drive like that. Although, for the most part, they were in their early 20s. And they were also, do not do this. A, it's illegal. B, it's dangerous. C, I will not be seen with you. They was smoking weed while they was driving. Like, literally, pre-roll in their hand. My grandma is not capable of blackmail. I mean, tell me who it is right now. My grandma is what happens when you let anxiety go undiagnosed and untreated for 50 years.
Ooh. Yeah, say what we will about the driving over here, but at least we have some use of blinkers, and people know how to keep it between the mustard and mayo. Connecticut drivers cannot keep it between the mustard and mayo for the life of them.
My dad was I don't want to say he wasn't a bad driver. He was very reflexive. He was very defensive. But he was like me, where he suffered from driving anxiety, but unfortunately, his driving anxiety manifested in road rage to a certain extent. Because he was one of those men that was taught growing up, emotions are bad. The only emotion you're allowed to have is anger. If you cry or if you're scared, you are a weak individual. So he kind of like leaned into the aggressive driving. He was a safe driver, but he was a safe driver, but he sped a lot, and he cut people off because he liked to drive at night to get us to Montana because he liked going 90 miles an hour. That's not an exaggeration. He liked to go 90 miles an hour on the highway.
So there's safe drivers, and then there's speedy safe drivers. The ones that are like, I'm a safe driver, and then they speed the fuck up, and you're like, please don't kill me.
He had like really quick reflexes. Like he was zoom. He had quick reflexes. My mom was here's also the thing. Wait, yeah, hold on. My dad would have been learning how to drive approximately as a teenager. He lived in Palm Springs.
Oh
my god, that fucking tracks. He would have learned how to drive as an aggressive driver because he was in fucking California.
Jesus Christ, that explains a lot.
I just unlocked my own lore.
My goodness.
I'm just learning shit.
I'm a speedy, safe driver. Delane had to teach you about yielding at greens, though. Connecticut drivers, right? I say that with love. From the party bus.
Use your blinker.
They use their blinkers. They do good.
Okay. There's one last, and this is the one that I mentioned before, so we're getting back to the persecutor. The persecutor alter. Alters who persecute, or like, nobody needs to know where I'm going. Yeah, it's a secret. You try to fucking follow me? You try to fucking follow me to the fucking AM PM? I don't think so.
You following me? You following me?
You following me?
You don't need to know about the fact that I buy spray cheese and Slim Jim at the same time. You don't need to know that.
Mind your bee's guts.
Persecutor alters are inherently bad and should be tamed.
Oh.
Love how they put that too. Should be tamed.
Tamed.
Yeah, like put.
Alexa, play Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus.
Okay, so like I was picturing, just like cuff them and wrap them up, and then I'm like, no wait, that's going into BDSM territory.
But
Oops.
but it's like when we
Put that altar in a cage.
lock
Make
it
it-
away the key.
Time to break out. Yes.
Doggy whisper, bring out the muzzle.
Bring out the ball gag.
Ooh, lordy.
Bring out the.
Bring it all out.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. That's
what you got.
That's sticky. Nope, that's not it. Son of a bitch.
It's like watching Eddie try to get a box of Chunky Puffs out of Ed's stomach. That episode of Ed and Eddie. Hey, Chunky Puffs, Chunky Puffs. That's not Chunky Puffs. Chunky Puffs, Chunky Puffs. Aha! Here's Chunky Puffs.
Maybe it's this. There you go. That's for you.
Right. Is it phrasing?
It's not actually for you. It's mine.
Oh, restraints. Oh, hello. Boing, boing, boing.
They're in the package, so it's safe to be on camera.
There you go.
Those are for you.
I kept reaching around and finding penis.
Oh my god.
I have my special box under my desk for reasons that you don't need to know about.
Shit.
Because this is not that kind of stream. That's OnlyFans.
Oh, my friends. So,
There's one on my desk right now.
oh, hello! Hello, Muncher Possum. Thank you for tuning in.
What's up? Hi. I don't know you. I don't know you, but you seem cool. You seem nice. Hello.
My partner brought them in. How sweet. Yay! So, that last myth, we were talking about how protectors and persecutors are inherently dangerous and need to be tamed. So this
I don't like no whips and chains.
So this ties into like when we tell somebody, oh, we have DID, and then we explain to them that like this is what quote unquote multiple personality disorder would be called, and then all of a sudden they ask us, so who's the dangerous one? Oh, who's the aggressive one? Who's the mean one?
If you're asking that question, you.
Yeah!
You.
Okay.
Who's the
on
Who's the problematic one? It's your ass.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
At tea time, my persecutor wants to kick your ass.
Basically, and it's just like, not every persecutor, protector, all that is dangerous. The only time any alter will behave dangerously is if we're in danger and need to defend ourselves. Like, our safety is in danger level type of shit. Other than that...
Taylor Swift, what are you doing?
But, like, other than that, you're just going to be dealing with them ripping you a new asshole verbally at best.
I mean, honestly...
You know, that's the most danger you'll ever be in.
You don't even need your alter to do that, because I'll do it. I will rip you a new one for being an asshole. And I'm only autistic.
We'll have, like, 3-4 collectives.
We're gonna have a conference about how you're a bitch.
We're having a staff meeting.
Meeting in progress. Meeting on progress. You're a
It like, that tism riz lends to self that go away. Thank you. Sorry, there was like a little.
It's paused.
Riz lends to itself. It do lend to the best fucking clapbacks.
Absolutely, it does.
It's one of those things where I will respond completely monotone, and I'm being 100% serious, and you've heard me do this. It's like, well, seems like you're a bitch.
Yep.
And then it's like, ha, that's so funny. And I'm like, I'm being actual for real here. It seems like a bitch. Like,
yep.
Like I sent you something the other day. It's like it was yesterday. What did I say? I said
You were something. You were something good.
it was an image I sent. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you look up yogurt, the first thing that'll come up in Google search suggestions is yogurt male.
Yeah.
Which is a meme. It is a meme. Thank God. But I said, and I was being actual fucking serious. I was like, hold on, what did I say? In the name of Christ, brother, what is your fuck? In the name of Christ, brother, what is your fuck?
Or as Delane would say, pardon me, my good bitch. But what?
Pray tell
the fuck.
Yeah, I have people that just ask me, like, why are you so funny? It's like, it's the tism.
It's the tism. It's the trauma. It's the alters.
It's the traumatism.
The trauma trio.
The traumatism.
Traumatism.
I'm picturing like that Shia LaBeouf meme. Magic.
Salt Bay.
It's the trauma for me.
Yes. It's
Yes.
the trauma.
Glitter emojis.
So, we're only at an hour. I wanted to save this. I wasn't sure how long this was going to be. We ran out of myths, so I thought it would be interesting and like introduce your alters. Is that?
Yeah, I don't mind at all. I don't mind talking about my system.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the system for a little bit.
All right.
Because everyone's system is different. So this individual person has a system of individuals that are all different and special.
Yeah, so we are known as the party bus system.
Party bus.
Yes, so
Quick question: is there a pole in that party bus?
yes, there is a pole actually, but given that one of the alters is a pole dancer, so
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
And our
Yes,
stage
it
name at the club. So
Important questions. All right, continue. Sorry.
no, you're all
Important
good.
questions.
And so for
I'm not a stripper, but they are.
yep,
Okay. Sorry.
you're good. So for we are known as the party bus system. Oh, we'll start off with a question.
What is good etiquette for talking to systems and alters, especially when first meeting a person with DID or meeting a new alter when you're already established a relationship with a different alter?
Yeah, that's a great question because that will come up quite a bit if you're associated with somebody with DID. You will meet another alter at some point or another if you're going to be around their life long term. Mm-hmm. You're going to meet somebody other than the host and you'll branch out from there. For example, like if another party comes on and goes, "Hi, I'm so and so," the appropriate thing would just to greet them like you would greet a normal person that you met somebody new. Well, hi, nice to meet you. What brings, like, if you are curious, you can start off with, like, what brings you here? Or, anything along that friendly sort. Be inviting. Let them know that their presence is welcome and appreciated. That's the best way to, interact with somebody with DID that has dealt with, like, a switch or meeting with a new alter. But you just interact with us, normally, whichever alter or name that we go by, just go by that and honor that.
Yeah, because there's I think this was another I don't know if it's a general myth, but one of the things that I have it happens in like anime and stuff and blah blah blah. My alters don't know about each other or they don't get along, so don't talk about this alter in front of this alter. Tra-la-la.
Sometimes that can be a thing. Sometimes there are alters that get along really well and work together really well. Like my persecutors work really well. My protector and persecutor work really well together.
And that's Asher, persecutor, and
Ellis is the protector.
Ellis. I keep wanting to say Elise, and I'm like, that's not it.
Well, with the spelling, it can be quite a common misconstrued, so I completely understand. Because, we have names that are spelled a certain way but are pronounced differently. Like, our concurrent host, Delane.
Yeah, that can be read as
Delaney.
Delaney.
And
it's not.
it's pronounced like Elaine, but with a D.
With a D.
It drives our host nuts to be called Delaney. Like, we're just like, stop it.
I'm trying to get it the right direction. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what my partner does. He makes it like I'm conversing with a group.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sometimes they do
for
it
sure.
Especially if there have been times where my partner has spoken to more than one alter at the same time.
Yeah.
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 It's singular plural all the time.
Cool. Get penis box.
Yeah, and so and overall talks about my system as a whole. I find it interesting when when any of our alters have come up and will interest somebody, but the other party's like, "Oh, that's fine. Hi there." We're like, "Well, it better be fine. We're in this meat suit come hell or high water."
It's like we are all here.
Yeah, like, if we say, oh, hi, it's so-and-so, just go, oh, okay, hi there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, let's see. There was another question that we brought up earlier. It was kind of about the persecutor. Because I know... Oh, God. We mentioned persecutor sometimes comes from trauma, but sometimes the persecutor is, like, has been there from the beginning. It depends.
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah. It's like, for example, Ellis embodies, like, the traumas that have triggered our fear of confrontation, fear of conflict and stuff. Like, when we absolutely need to call somebody out on their shit, that's Ellis's domain, basically. Like, where you have to call and go to somebody and say, hey, you messed up, here's why, you need to apologize, you need to make it right.
Right, because that is the altar that's like, this is my job, I step up to the plate, I can do this, where other altars might not be comfortable with it, so that's what I'm here for.
But if things get too intense for even Ellis, that's when Asher comes in. Asher is the one pounding her fist on the table, being like, you fucked up!
I picture almost like Ellis is, I am the principal of this school, and I will be teaching you what the fuck you did. And Asher is like, I am a lawyer.
Basically.
I'm gonna persecute you for the fuck what you did. This is the law. The law is my domain.
I am God! Basically. Yep! It's like being in an RPG party.
Yes.
In my own head, it's like that, actually. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I wanted to take a moment to kind of, like, say, like, an overall about the party bus.
For sure.
Yeah, so the meat suit is 29 years old. The meat suit will be 30 in about a month and a half. There's 15 of us in the system. You are speaking to Tetris currently. Our main host, her name is Delane.
When Tekken 8 drops.
Yep, the meat suit turns 30 on Tekken 8's release date, believe it or not.
That's so cool!
Right?
That's dope!
Right?
Oh my god, that's awesome. Do a stream of that.
We actually plan
Absolutely
to.
do that. Yes,
Oh.
I will watch. I will 100% watch.
Absolutely.
Fucking yes. Okay.
And I'm especially excited for it because, like, my role in the system is kind of like, I guess I'm kind of like a light trauma holder in a way because of the fact that when the meat suit was younger, we resorted to, like, simplistic video games, phone games, any sort of, like, game of a sort to distract or cope.
Things with predictable outcomes.
Yeah, we'll play something, we'll read something, we'll watch something. Sometimes it'll be something that would make people go weirdo or nerd, and so it just kind of like stay in that box. Yeah, the weeb shit too, like weeb anime stuff. Like, yeah, but
Hi!
hello,
Hi! What is up? Hello!
welcome
We're
in.
having a chinchilla.
Our cat was locked out. Oh, bummer, but glad to have you here.
We're happy for you to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. We were proud.
Get it, baby. Get it, baby.
Like they were literally shouting "woman" at us. It was so funny and cute.
Thank
Yes!
you. Thank you. Oh my god, we're happy. We have.
I was really hoping that there would be, like,
Yes.
people to be here to do and witness, and, like, we de-stigmatizing today's is
Yes.
what we're doing. We are demystifying, debunking. We are
Defy.
something else that starts with D. Discussing.
Discussing, yes.
Discussing. That's why I put in the description. I put D.I.D-scussion.
D.I.D-scussion. I love that a lot.
D.I.D-scussion.
Love how geek and nerd culture is now cool.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely it is. And old cartoons are becoming, like, popular again. Like, another thing the Meat Suit did that I contributed to, we would watch Donald Duck.
Fuck yeah.
Like, the old Donald Duck videos. We would literally wake our grandma up in the middle of the night on accident laughing too loud at Donald Duck episodes.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. I remember my first, and I should go back and watch this stuff again. My first introduction to Doom was sneaking into my dad's office at 2 a.m, and he would be like, playing, minimize the window. Should you be in here right now? And be like, oh, how did he catch me? Because you're 5 and you still breathe through your mouth a little bit. Is how. Is how.
Good God.
Oh.
And yet here I am, have watched Beavis and Butthead since, like, our childhood.
I know a few systems that had to stop taking certain medications because they had difficulty switching and couldn't confront nor hear each other inside as a side effect. Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
That's actually been a case that has happened before, too. Like, there are some medications that can control certain not control, it can manage certain symptoms that has made life not manageable or has affected things negatively. But
Because the system is important.
Absolutely. But there's also medications that will affect parts of the system that are very useful for us.
Yeah, like,
No?
I'm assuming things like mood stabilizers would really, really affect that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Mood stabilizers, certain medications, and stuff like certain other types of medications. It's very dependable on the intensity and the grade they are in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
there are anxiety medications that's like, if you have just anxiety, cool. If you have anxiety disorder with any other thing, is a bad time.
not the grandest old time. Like, or say like you do a medication, you get off that medication, all of a sudden you deal with an ailment that did not benefit you in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just like, oh shit. Yeah. Trauma has so many aspects of it. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, like
the brain created that defense mechanism.
like you were saying, Elise.
Ellis.
I keep reading it as a word in my head, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's right. And we literally just talked about it. Whoosh. I got golden retriever brain going on. Ellis showed up earlier or later than.
Ellis showed up before Asher did.
Ellis showed up before Asher did.
I would say
for reasons.
Yeah, I would say about 12 to 18 months apart. Yeah, Asher was literally like a freaking anime ninja upon arrival. Like, launch off the wall with, like, swords and shit level.
She reads.
In the headspace, for that matter.
She reads like an anime ninja.
Literally. The hottest anime ninja you'll ever meet.
From what I understand about Asher, like, definitely anime protagonist.
Yes, anime protagonist. Very badass one to boot. Yeah, so I have a protector and 2 persecutors, believe it or not.
2 persecutors. Okay.
Yeah, so I have...
No, it varies from person to person.
Ellis,
from system to system.
Yeah, I have Ellis, Asher, and my 3rd persecutor. The second persecutor, his name is Cloaker. He's a fictive alter. He is... So in the Payday series, Payday games, there is a type of NPC.
Ibuki from SF3. Oh.
Street Fighter 3. She comes to mind.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Anyways, so, remember?
Cloaker,
yes. So Cloaker is a fictive alter based from the Payday games, the Payday series, because there's an NPC character known as a Cloaker. They are from like the SWAT team, the tactical team of the police in that game. Like, this is like a ninja wearing skinny camo suit-ish with like tactical armor and glow in the dark like goggles that are like green, and he'll shoot you up but then also kick your ass like a ninja, and then will literally kick and clog you while you are down. Like, if you look up Cloaker Payday videos, like, you'll get it. Like, they'll fuck you up.
So what does fictive mean in this?
It's fictive alters. Basically, fictive means that it isn't like an alter is basically rooted from like a fictional character that the host has kind of looked up to in a particular like circumstance in their lifetime.
Okay, so like a not a mentor. What's the other word? What is the other word? There's another word for there's another word for person that you take example from. Not a mentor, because mentor is someone that actively teaches you. It is it's like a character that you emulate, like for role model. Thank you, Anjum. Thank you, appreciate you.
Yeah, role model, inspiration, influence. Yeah, it's more like an influence. Oh, yes, is a fine ashes.
Split result of the fire we. Coincidence.
Wow. Hey, 15 numbers. I have 15 as well. Nice.
From what I've been reading, teen numbers are actually really common.
Yep.
But teen, just
teen numbers are very common with systems. Absolutely. And the funny thing is with Cloaker, he doesn't show up as much as Asher because, like, one, there has hardly ever been a situation in my life where we've ever had to do any physical fighting. And two, even should that case come, Cloaker is more the guy in the headspace that will literally just do flips and parkour and stuff in the headspace. Like, he's literally the goofy teddy bear. Like, he'll, like, dangle upside down from, like, a bar, give you heart emojis, and then go back to his parkour. Basically, he's that type of guy in my system.
I'm picturing Markiplier, but if he could parkour.
See, yeah, exactly. See, another example of fictive alters is I know another system. She has an alter that is literally, like, drawn from Jacksepticeye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, like, if we're coping from a trauma, for example, and we, like, go to that type of source as a means to kind of cope with that trauma while we're kind of doing that thing that it's doing, it will pull it in, and also you form that conscious of that person. Absorb. Basically, I just thought about that bit from Hannah Montana where, like, she's talking to the horse, and then the horse becomes her. Oh, you should move to this town. Why may I move to this town? Because some horse told me. I'm not just any horse. I'm you.
What?
You ever seen an episode of Hannah Montana where she moves to, like, another state, but there's a talking horse in it?
I'm sorry, is this an actual, like, episode? Or
Yes,
is it like a collective fever dream?
It is, well, both, depending on the person, but it is definitely a real episode of Hannah Montana.
Like Shazam with Sinbad, and people are like, that doesn't exist. Yes, it does. Yes, it fucking does.
Basically.
Yeah, me right now. What?
Yeah!
What? I think the last episode, See, I used to watch Hannah Montana all the time, and I stopped at a certain point, like, after they'd gotten into high school, and I only remember very specifically, like, a very special episode of Hannah Montana where Ollie is, like, talking to the nurse, and they're like, if Ollie wants to talk about it, he'll talk about it, and they're like, and there's a dramatic, like, slow turn, and they're like, oh my god, yeah. Oh, hey, it's Dana.
Hi!
Dana, hi Dana.
Hello!
You mentioned that. Wait, which brother? I remember mention of a brother back in the Disney day. Not like your brother that could be your twin and different brother.
Yep.
Which brother?
The horse was named Blue Jeans. And it was in a movie. It was in a Hannah Montana movie, actually.
Oh, I never. Okay, so I got to the point in Hannah Montana where I was like, yeah, I think I'm over this. I think I'm over this. And then Hannah Montana movie came out, and I was like, movie?
Yep.
Okay, what?
That's where the talking horse was.
Which also reminds me of, I was watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie with a friend, and my mom came to pick me up. And this is how I learned that parents are full of shit. This is how I learned parents are full of shit. We were watching SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and she'd used this line a half a dozen times, so I thought she knew. She was like, you've seen this episode already. You've seen this episode already. And I'm like,
This is the movie. It didn't exist before this week, and he got it from Blockbuster.
Ooh!
and so now, sometimes when my mom is like, this is something that happened, I'm like, j'accuse. You're just saying that. You're just, Blockbuster, yes. Somewhere in this house is an old Blockbuster card. Like the little membership card. Somewhere in this fucking house. I also still have my Borders rewards card on an old keychain.
God, I've only stepped into Borders once or twice, and I had a fixation with them for a bit because one of my
That's what me
favorite
and
albums
Maggie used to do.
Oh, so sweet.
An old mutual friend of ours, Maggie, we used to go to the anime section, and that's where I started reading Rosario and a Vampire. By the way, that show is shit. Compared to the book, it's nothing. And I hate it.
I really wanted to go into Borders because they were selling an album that I was really trying to get at the time for one of my favorite bands, but I only stepped in there once or twice.
Oh man, it was something I did with my dad, and then it was something I did with Maggie, and it was also something I did by my whole ass self. And to this day, I'm like, if I ever get a ridiculous amount of money, I'm opening Borders again. I do not care if it is a single fucking facility. I will look up photos of old Borders. I will use the old font. I will put a Seattle's Best in there. I will put a specific manga section with the Ramune and the Pocky and fucking chairs. I will do that.
Go on!
I don't give a shit if it's a single fucking location in the entire United States. I will make a goddamn Borders if I ever have the funding to do so. Just fucking watch. There, I'm done.
I love you. Riot for books. Pop off.
Yeah, the manga section. Yeah, like the manga section in fucking in. We don't talk about Barnes and Noble, okay? I'm mad. We secretly love Barnes and Noble, but we still want Borders. Get out! Yeah! Get the fuck out of my house right now.
You're like, fucking excuse me.
This is my stream. You are a guest.
You have my sword, bow, and axe.
Know your place.
And you have my protector and persecutors.
Yes. Okay, but also now I'm picturing you have my sword, bow, and my axe.
Now I can see all the younger type of dudes trying to use that line. No.
And now, oh my god, imagine a cologne company that says, you have my sword, my bow, and they're all different scents.
Oh my god.
BRB gonna make a cologne company. Oh god. Were you one of those that like stole the axe from your friend's backpack and like sprayed it on the inside of your shirt so you could do this all day in high school? 'Cause
You know from...
I'm not calling anybody out.
You know, from what I recall, our birth host when we were younger, we literally, our favorite scent was Axe Dark Temptation. We would literally get the deodorant for us to wear.
Do you remember the commercials for that?
And they were talking about chocolate. Oh my god.
The guy was made of chocolate.
It was ridiculous.
Low-key horrifying.
It was horrifying. Like, why?
Oh my god, the original Vor.
I actually got
Yeah, Phoenix!
Phoenix.
We're not talking about Vor.
No.
You're talking about Vor.
Never.
Get the Vor out here. My favorite was the blue one. Yeah. I don't ever remember what it was. I don't remember what it was called. It was like ice or something. Fucking something. I only really liked it because a boy I had a crush on, who is irrelevant now, I don't even remember his face. Boy I had a crush on used the blue one, and that's the only reason I really liked it. And then as I got older, I was like, this is terrible.
Like, oh my god, like,
This is like someone poured sugar onto their deodorant and just went ham.
oh my god, you remember when Axe came out with that Anarchy boy spray, girl spray line?
Oh my god, yeah. Around the same time as like when Pete Wentz, they were doing the This Ain't a Scene, and he was doing the competing cologne that I do not remember now.
Yeah. Oh my god. I dated a guy that like he
Love
wore
how we
that
started talking about D&D and now we're on body spray.
little memories. We're unlocking memories. Good ones
Core
too.
memory.
Unlock
that-
to boot.
That reminds me. Hold on. You could keep talking.
Okay, so I dated this guy like in my early college days. I was going to high school in the Running Start program. Well, we were going to high school in the Running Start program, and we dated this guy, and he saw the Axe Anarchy sprays. He got the for her one for us, and the for him spray for him. And
That's not quite like KY jelly, yours and mine, is it?
oh god, no, man. Like, I remember watching our birth host just be ruined of Axe for a while after we broke up with that person.
Yeah.
But Dark Temptation has still remained the favorite through and through.
So tell me what this reminds you of.
It reminds me of being in like a woodsy cabin, snuggling with like a burly power jack, like axe, like lumberjack man in a way that smells really good.
It's Fireside Crackle, but it should be called Sexy Man's.
It literally reminds.
It's like what Axe wanted to be, is what. And I bought it specifically. I bought it in October. It's limited edition. I bought it because it smelled like Sexy Man, and every once in a while, I want to smell like a sexy man.
Yep. Oddly enough, our concurrent host was speaking from the inside, going, "Reminds us of our partner."
Yeah.
Like literally, I was talking about the envisionment of like snuggling next to like that type of person in a woodsy cabin, and it was like in the visual of my partner.
Pedro who? Oh, Pedro. I read the wrong name. Ha! Pedro.
Does it smell like Pedro?
Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal.
Oh!
I think Pedro probably. Okay.
Good night, Ajam.
Good night.
Good
Sleep
night.
tight. Thanks for tuning in.
I think Pedro Pascal probably smells a little bit less earthy. Vote for Pedro. It probably smells a little less like earthy than that. He might use like it's like a cedar or whatever kind of smell. But it's one of those ones where like, do I want to be him or do I want to be with him?
Woodsy, musky smells are very comforting and alluring, you know what I mean? Swooning over my girlfriend's meth body spray was probably first glue that I'm not. Oh, ay.
Ugh, man. Like, literally, there were moments where I was like, it And like, you ever just hug a woman and then you're like, oh, I ain't straight. No.
Yeah.
There was like, there was multiple occasions. I was one of those people in high school that like was secret strong. And one of my favorite things to do, and this was before I even came to terms with myself, but looking back on it, queer as fuck. One of my favorite things to do was pick up girls and make them do that, oh my god, you're stronger than I expected, and like lift them up by their waist. It's gay as fuck, dude. That's queer as shit.
That's gay and adorable.
I wish I could still do it. I like genuinely, I will see a woman's and be like, oh, 8th grade me, you would be up in the air and you would be twirled, and I would be like, this is a perfectly straight thing to do, what I'm doing.
Christ.
Girl.
God, I remember being teens with my friends and being like, we kissed each other, but we're definitely straight.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. Because you are sexual.
Pansexual, friendo.
Yeah. And it was one of those where it's like, well, I can't be a lesbian because I'm a Christian and I'm not allowed. And so I unsubscribed from Christianity.
Basically.
So.
I exited Christianity and then explored and then got scared back in the closet and then came back out of the closet again. That's how mine went. My recent ex showed off by picking me up with one arm and I was jellied.
Oh my god. See, that's one of the main reasons I would want to get like sneaky buff again, like I was. Literally just to pick up women.
I encourage and support this
Like,
goal
actually,
1,000,000%.
literally pick up women.
Pick me up, pick me up.
I'm only 5 feet tall, so that's like double the sneaky power. When a 5 foot tall person is like sneaky strong, it's like,
Whoa,
what
Jesus.
kind of Gimli shit?
It's like, Jesus, Harold Christ.
In the name of Christ, brother, what is your fuck?
Pardon me, my good bitch, but what, pray tell, the fuck?
We got off on a bit of a tangent there, didn't we?
It's still fun.
Tell me, what colognes or perfumes would your alters use?
Hey, a little get to know our alters thing. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Do a personality test, but for each of the alters.
Interestingly enough,
What's your INTJ?
I was there for a lot of our host teenhood than I thought. Holy shit.
Oh. Ehlers Danlos. I only vaguely know what that is.
I know it's a wonky joints disorder.
It's...
And I know quite a bit of people that have it.
I have fibromyalgia myself, so I know where you're coming from. I am kind of technically capable of movement, but I have no strength. I have none. Look, nothing. Just woo. It's just big. It's just a big arm. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's because my dad and his grandpa. My dad's grandpa was a football player and he was like 6'1" or some stupid shit like that. And then my great grandma was 4'11".
Wow. Good.
So I got to be short and wide.
I got
Not fucking fair.
I got the legs and the bouncy walk from the tism. Yeah, I apparently have early onstage arthritis. But
Okay. That's what I thought. Collagen is defective, so connective tissue is fragile. That's why it sounded familiar.
Gotcha.
Because that's what they suspected I had for a short period of time. And they're like, no, this is fibromyalgia. Fuck.
Basically, Yeah,
I
like
got tested for a lot of shit, dude.
the Mitsu can pole dance, but the Mitsu ironically may have early onset arthritis in the knees. But we can definitely do a knee hold like no one's business.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. According to Snow, it's a lot of fun.
the altars are willing, but the body is soft and easily bruised.
Oh yeah, like it's very interesting when Snow comes out and we're dancing. We know no arthritis. We know no knee ailments. And then the next day we're like, I remember back in 1923.
Man, I remember back in yesterday.
I remember yestermorrow.
I remember 7 hours ago.
17 months ago.
I do the same thing where like I still know how to dance, so I do attempt it, and then the next day I'm like, I should not have attempted.
I just
Or I'll
throw.
I freestyle, so I only have routines from like growing up, and I decided on a pattern, I learned that pattern, I did that pattern. I don't know specific steps, and even the steps that I do know and attempt, I am only technically capable of. I'm like, yeah, I can do this, but at what cost?
At what cost?
Which is ironic. I have to avoid strenuous exercise, but I also have a heart condition that requires me to commit to strenuous exercise. Like what?
I remember how to pole dance. Oh, Snow is cheering for you and says that's freaking cool. Yeah. It's so much fun.
We get good days like that with the right combination of medications, but it takes a while to recover afterward. Yeah. Yup.
Understandably so.
Yeah, some days I'm like, I am totally capable of this. And then I do it and I'm like super proud of myself and I'm super energized. And then like a day and a half later, I'm like, I live in bed right now. I live in bed right now. And I'm supposed to be on Savella, which is like, it's for things like fibromyalgia. But it's on back order literally everywhere.
Oh, shit.
And it's been on back order for so long that my doctor is under the impression that I am on it, and my Melina keeps like canceling the authorization because it's like, well, if you're not already on this medication, then it's irrelevant and we are rescinding. Because it was only, I was only approved for the titration pack, which is like the initial like 30-day supply. Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
I can hear the ocean.
But it's like only approved for 30 days, and then you have to see your doctor again to like get it formally approved for a long-standing medication. And I've gone through the 30 days twice, so they've canceled the prescription twice, and it's bullshit.
That's bull.
It's bullshit.
So, this is Delane reporting back for duty.
What's up?
So, oddly enough, I shared the memories of Tetris being here. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, and I kind of helped her, chipped in with the feedback too, because I noticed she was having a little bit of trouble. But oddly enough, I'm just like, I'm so glad we had this.
Yeah, this was nice. And again, this will be uploaded onto YouTube. So if you have other questions that you think of later that you would like to come back to in another stream, you can put them in the comments.
Come visit. We can go to the ocean. Ah, yes.
Hell yeah! We'll make a group. We'll make a thing of it. We'll do a thing.
That would be great. So I remember. Ooh, something came to mind. I remember you were listing the myths with Tetris. One thing that stuck out while I was watching was the switches always have a warning. Switches are always dramatic and stuff.
Yeah, that like literally just happened.
Yeah, like that's that's
It just happened.
an example.
Casually.
Interestingly enough, the party bus goes through a mix of sometimes we have a subtle indicator, sometimes we just do it without warning. At first we had an indicator. We didn't know we could switch without warning. Our indicator was if our hand starts to float and we twiddle our fingers like this.
Yeah.
Like if I'm staring into space and doing this,
Like,
that means switching is happening.
all right. Good to know.
Not every Switch will I do that, but that is a surefire way to know.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, well, I gotta circle back to that.
We come back to the subject. We come back to the subject with other input because sometimes you need a second opinion.
Yes.
And sometimes you have the second opinion.
And we'll do the wraparound. Wraparound. But Tetris was also right. Depending on the altar, the body knows no bounds, especially with my knees. Like, I'm careful with my knees, but if we're dancing or something and there's a pole, what knee problems?
Never heard of her.
Arthritis? Who's she?
Pull her, I hardly know her.
Good God, Snow, you're gonna get me in trouble. Not just with the alcohol, but with the injuries. But we all love her.
Which one of your altars is the dangerous one? Fucking Snow.
Oh no. You know what? You know what I would rather be
Dangerous.
asked? You know what I would rather be asked? I'd rather be asked who's the slutty one. I would rather hear who's the slutty one versus who's the dangerous one. That's just me personally.
Right? Because, like I said before, who's the dangerous one? You, if you're asking the question, you jerk.
Yeah, basically. And
Like, if you are the one that's, like, stigmatizing me right now, it's you.
basically. Exactly.
It's you. Hi, you're the problem. It's you. At tea time, everyone agrees you're a problem. Do you have any other thoughts? Any other... I would have the question. Any other moments before we wrap up for now? Our system has a little twitch when we switch intentionally. Natural switching has no immediate signs, but most people who know us can tell from the sound of our voices and body language.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
Some of us may have a slouch. Some of us may have a different style or mannerisms in the way we talk.
Because, like, it's personality is a whole entire thing. Sometimes your personality is like,
Yeah.
I have excellent posture. I'm a very confident. And then other times it's like, I am not the confident one. So
Yeah, the way you can, with me, the way you can tell whether you're speaking to the birth host or the concurrent host is who's cussing more. I cuss more. I mean, don't get me wrong, our birth hosts cuss, but we have the mouth of Eileen Mornos. I have the mouth of Eileen Mornos.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney, the birth host, I'm okay with saying it, is
you can say it. I'm not going to.
yeah, the birth host, she'll cuss occasionally, but she'll still be careful in a way, but she'll still let loose.
Yeah.
But me, I'm fucking this, fucking that.
Fucking dick sucking a cunt.
Basically.
Right down to how we hold our cigarettes.
Yep.
Ah.
Exactly. Right down to how we hold our cigarettes, right down to how we talk, right down to how we... Some of us have different handwriting. Like, I write my A's a particular way. Some of us write our A's in a different way, for example.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because, like, handwriting analysis is definitely a thing. Like, people are, like, based on the curvature and the loops and the, you can tell the personality of a person, so it would stand to reason.
Yeah, do you mind if I use, like, a little pen and paper real quick? Kind of show an example. Yes.
Or this one.
Okay.
Don't say it.
Yes, I'll do Hello Kitty.
He's Hello Kitty.
I've had that notepad since I was 7.
Wow, that's a long time. Nice.
There should be... I don't know if any of those pencils are sharpened. They're mostly there for aesthetic purposes.
Gotcha. Oh.
I was just going to say, we've met systems who all have different handwriting, but ours is most influenced by the EDS, which is obviously the same for all of us. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Because, like, collagen joint issues will definitely dictate how your pinchies...
Pinty patterns.
Heckin'... You know what? Just... I have something somewhere. Somewhere in this goddamn room is...
A thing.
Wait. I have colored pencils.
Perfect!
Use the... Is this one sharp? Use the purple one.
Sweet! Oh, it's sparkly too. It's so cute!
Also read it.
Let me find it. Read it.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, there's a single one that doesn't have...
Oh, wait. It's not easy being queen.
Or do you want the one that says too fresh?
This one is glitter. I'm a sucker for glitter.
I did, in fact, buy colored pencils based on the fact that they had funky words. Hell yeah.
So, some of us will write our A's one way, and some of us will write our A's another way. For a while, when I was first, actively hosting, I was writing my A's like that. But the meat suit got too used to doing this type of A for most of its living life, thanks to our birth host. So, we'll fluctuate between those two. For example...
Yeah, I just have bad handwriting. And I've learned that that's actually an autism thing.
The meat suit learned cursive in first grade. We self-taught. And then when we were 10, my grandma gifted us a cursive handbook. Oh, I'm so sorry! Not the Prinky!
I didn't even know I was in there, bruh. That's never something I have a problem with. I know if I'm in.
There you go. Where's it for you?
Like, so also fucking, there was a whole question. It was kind of about handwriting. Who would you say has the neatest handwriting?
Not to sound cocky, but I would say our birth host and myself. And
Interesting.
And Snow.
I
Snow
ask
does
because
too.
there are different schools of thought for messy versus neat handwriting, cursive versus non-cursive, aggressive
Ooh.
handwriting versus non-aggressive handwriting, such and such. I put it away.
I know! I was gonna say, can I see you one more time? I'm sorry.
So far away.
Because,
I shouldn't throw it. Oh, hey, there's a spider in the
our
window.
signatures are different.
There's a spider in the window. Hello.
But our signatures and the way we say our initials are totally different in a way.
I'm just gonna keep this right here, just in case.
It's a dog.
Also, look at her. I adopted them because look at her fucked up eyes.
Wobbly, wobbly. So I did, for example, here, the first signature is our birth host signature. The second signature is my signature. And the third signature is my dancer signature. The dancer altar. That is the slutty one of my system, if we may. And so, yeah, when Snow is given autographs in the club, she'll literally put the $sign as the S.
Ah,
That's how you can tell.
hell yeah. I made sure to get in here because I'm all about de-stigmatizing. We're extremely open about it, and we're just waiting for someone to object to our defensive combat training and growing collection of deadly weapons. But we made sure to riot by our mental health care team before starting any of that. They reminded us that D.I.D. actually exposes us to increased risk of hate crimes, so they support responsible self-defense training for plural systems. Yes,
Wow!
that is another thing that I spoke to my therapist about, because, again, my therapist has, learned about autism and D.I.D., where people that are stigmatized and thought of as possibly violent people actually become victims a lot, because there will be we got into it where it's there will be a day I have to defend myself because this type of person specifically is dangerous, and that's that is one of the stigmas that comes with DID. Like, someone with DID is inherently dangerous, which is not fucking true. Honestly, from what I understand, neurotypical people tend to be more aggressors than they are victims of someone who is different.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why we get annoyed when someone asks us, so who's the dangerous one, once the other party has established that we have DID and what it is. You know?
Yeah, because there are people who, and it happens with every type of human person that exists. You will have people that are abusive. You will have people that are empathetic. You will have people that are extremely neutral. You will have, everybody is different, and that is especially true for like people with mental health disorders. They process things differently, so that doesn't make them dangerous. It makes them a different type of processor.
Exactly. Exactly. Jen is our system slut, BT Dub. She's a manic. I love that.
We love a manic pixie dream girl. Yes? Do you want to be part of the discussion?
She's like, are you talking about Marie Antoinette?
He's like, is this sheet taken? Yes, do you want to be involved or not?
Come here. Come see your mother.
Aww.
Yeah, there you go.
Kitty.
Kitty. Aww.
Yes, this is Zatara.
Zatara.
Say hi, Zatara. It's like, no.
Sure.
Yeah. Wanna go? Okay, that's fine too, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Are you introducing yourself, Zatara? There we go. Aw. He's like, there's too many laps.
Too many legs, too many laps.
Oh, Cynthia is a little. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey, sweetheart. Hello. It doesn't look like it, but Kitty is saying hi.
I thought this was a cat's way of saying hello, showing your booties.
Right? This is safe for work.
There.
Oh, this baby. He's just baby.
This is an all ages platform.
He's like, no. He's like, no, I don't want to be involved.
No, I'm done now.
He'll do that too, where he's like, don't you dare pick me up. Excuse me, I said, pick me up.
Bubby
Excuse
be
me.
like that too.
Hello, baby.
He's like, it's usually I will be, when I'm not streaming, I will be starting to lay down right around now. So he's basically like, mommy, it's bedtime and it is lap o'clock. So I'm going to need you to, because he likes to sleep in the triangle. Cause I bend one knee. I make like a number 4 with my legs and he sleeps right there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Hello.
Cutie pie.
Yes. Look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for.
Oh.
Baby.
Yeah, baby.
Are you a baby? You a big heckin' baby? What a big heckin' baby.
Heckin' baby.
Big heckin' baby. Look at a baby. Look at baby. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back to now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me because he's not a cat.
Oh, there he go.
Oh,
There he
hi.
goes. He's like, hello.
Hi. Welcome to my lap.
Like, hello.
Just so y'all are aware, he does not do this. Like, hardly ever. He does it with my mom sometimes because he's known her since he was 6, maybe 7 weeks old. But,
Oh.
yeah. First time he's actually done this, which is very interesting.
This is adorable.
Especially because my ex-boyfriend, he refused to associate with my brother-in-law. He's like, oh, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
He's like, he has issues with men, but he's okay with my brother-in-law, which is how I knew my brother-in-law was I.
There you go.
Yes, baby.
What
What a baby. What a baby. What a baby.
You baby.
Alright, you ready to go? You're gonna hang for a minute. Well, I guess we'll be, because it's almost 2 hours. Whoops, yeah. Because we're right about 2 hours. I guess we will be, pardon me, wrapping up. And if there are, again, this is being uploaded to YouTube. So if you have any questions you would like to bring up in another discussion stream, please leave them in the comments below in the YouTube channel,
Please
and we
do.
will get to them. We will make a little list, and we will come back.
Absolutely. And we'll leave links to my social medias in the description as well, so you can follow the Potty Bus's journeys and stuff like that.
We have a couple of D.I.D. resource links as well that we'll be putting into the description. So that
Absolutely.
if you want to learn more about D.I.D., if you have D.I.D. and want to learn more about it that way, or if you know someone that has D.I.D. and you just want to like destigmatize yourself, there will be links. There will be things to click on.
Yes. There's also some really good system creators of systems on TikTok as
Yes.
well. That's also a really great platform to connect with other systems as well. And just learning about it as a whole too, because I mean, it's the same thing as when other people want to learn about autistic people. You listen to autistic people. Learn
listen.
about DID from
Yeah, listen
people
to people
with
who
DID.
actually have it.
Yeah, learn from the source. You know,
Learn
I love that.
Get all your goody gooey information.
Yeah.
And this is, and like the title, this is Autistic in Public. We're going to try to make this a series where we talk about other mental health stuff. There might be guests, there might not be. Who knows? It's a very, very early series. We don't have the funding yet. This is the, this is the premiere, the pilot episode.
And
Of
I'm also
autistic in
autistic.
Autistic in Public.
We both autistic in public.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See y'all next time.